you do establish a relationship with the directors even though they come and go.
My favorite scenes and episodes are with really great, really featured directors.
My experience has always been one where people have really pushed me.
You follow your gut a lot, your instincts, you take chances, you try things.
The more variety you can do, the better off you'll be.
Yo, Ronaldo! Ronaldo!
Okay.
Next time you finish up the box, you need to holler on it, yo.
Sí. Yo, mala mía.
That was actually the first scene of the first show that I ever cut on The Wire, so I thought it was it had a special place in my heart for that reason. But it definitely adheres to all the rules, but it's so different from most of what you see on television. And I think one of the interesting things about really good TV, and I think we've seen it with all the shows that we've talked about, is that yes, it's a commercial medium. It's, it gets a bad rap sometimes for being lowest common denominator, and we have to dumb everything down. But at its best, it can be really subversive and really cinematic and interesting and funny and rich, and. I felt like that clip had all of those things going for it.
Hey, yo, it's over!
In New York, you have to work in a lot of different media, a lot of different types of jobs just to make a living. And I think it also helps a lot because you can bring whatever those skills you learn on whether it's a doc or commercials or music videos, you can bring those to whatever your next thing is. Certainly on a show like The Wire, I think all of us who had independent film sort of background did that, and I think that's one of the reasons they took a chance on, I know me, because I had only done sort of independent films and commercials, music videos, that sort of thing. I think with The Wire, with any show where you're 3, 4, 5 years into the show and it's really become a fully realized vision and it works, people like it, it's like that's where you want to be. It's a great, really just a pleasurable experience because all the actors are on point. Everybody, the directors who come in know what they need to do, and the show it doesn't cut itself, but it's much easier to assemble. Having just worked on a network show that was a startup, it was the first season of a show, and we didn't know where it was going, what it was going to be, and there are all these levels of not just like with the commercial breaks that you're beholden to, but also production, the production company, the network. There's all these levels of approvals, and when you get lost in that maze of feedback, it became really difficult and really sort of gruesome to sort of stick to your guns. This is what the show needs to be. This is what I think. And really execute it the way you want it to, especially when you've got the exigencies of scheduling. And once the train leaves the station, you got to deliver your cuts on time. So it becomes really, there's like a little dance that has to be done that's difficult to negotiate sometimes.
They know how the honey nut?
It's interesting because it's such an intuitive process. I think we can all, understand that. Anybody who's ever done it, it's just you follow your gut a lot, your instincts. You take chances, you try things, and there's a famous saying, I forget who said it, that talking about music is like dancing about architecture, and so it's hard to really talk about in a lot of ways because so much of it is trial and error and just following your instincts.